Hello, hello, and welcome back to Throwback Thursday here on Perfidious Pete Plays XCOM The Long War. And I'm calling this Throwback Thursday even though I know it is a Monday, because when every single engagement in my campaign occurs on the same Fountain Plaza map, my default position is to assume that one of the three following things is currently happening. 1, the machines just changed something in the Matrix and I'm getting a wicked deja vu as a result. 2, I've secretly become Bill Murray and I can't escape the day until I've successfully wooed Andie MacDowell and thawed her bitter, bitter heart. Or 3, I've been sucked into Fantasia and Bastion just keeps reading the same damn page over and over and over again. Specifically, the page where Artax drowns in the Swamp of Sadness. Because the way Exalt keeps repeatedly attacking the same spot and getting slaughtered, I have to assume that, like that stupid horse, they just want to die. And while I can't say I support either Exalt or Artax's self-destructive impulse, I do feel compelled to admit that it's not because I value their lives at all. In fact, that horse, he really kind of did deserve it. But the reason that I'm not supporting their impulse is because I'm getting really sick of the stupid Fountain Plaza map, and I don't want to do it anymore. And if you're reading these words, by the way, Bastion, I demand that you turn the damn page already. The horse is friggin' dead, man. No matter how many times you reread it, it's still gonna be dead. So stop beating the dead horse, turn the damn page, so I can go get to scanning and see about maybe fighting somewhere that does not include a large open area with terrible terrain and a large purposeless water feature. So let's get to it. Mad props to myself, by the way, for making a throwback to last episode's intro on this episode. I leave it up to you to decide if that makes me a clever son of a bitch or just an unoriginal piece of filth. Alright, so South Africa has a request. The scientists make it tempting, but the engineers make it poisonous, so I'm going to say not now. And get back to scanning. There's a lot of troopers coming back, got a little side training finishing here. Oh, Jane Sporty Austin, little sporty spice, sporting it up, strapping on the sports bra and the jogging shorts, ready to go out and sing us a tale of some zig-a-zig ahs. I'm well pleased with that, Jane Sporty Austin. Let's find a replacement for her in the tube. You know, this one's going to be pretty easy, actually. I'm thinking we just go tit for tat. We took a gunner, high-level gunner, out of commission, or we got one back when she came out. I say we take another one out of commission and just put a lot of good time Hari in the tube in Jane Sporty Spice Austin's position here. So we really are trading a tit for tat on this one, because Jane Sporty Austin has the tits and Mata Good Time Hari has the tats. So it's tit for tat. That's a fine trade. I'm comfortable with it. Let's get back to scanning. Alright, how do we do? Holy shit, Elvis finally succeeded. Wow, a remarkable success, Elvis. I am, frankly, fucking flabbergasted. I really am. Alright, so Elvis, apparently, finally, I tell you, we said we were going to pack the tube with Quaaludes if that's what it took to get Elvis out of the tube, and it turns out that's what it took to get Elvis out of the tube. He must have been just tripping balls the whole time he was in there and finally come to grips with the whole psychic situation, or the Quaaludes so wildly affected his mind that he just legitimately developed psychic powers. I mean, that one could have gone either way, and frankly, I don't care which way it went, as long as Elvis got the damn job done. I would like to put Mary Mallon in the tube, but her next... the very next encounter for Mary Mallon levels her. That same thing is not true of Ernest Shackleton. I think we put in Sir Ernie. This one is a time for Ernest Shackleton. Oh, what's this? No, reconsider. Regen Biofield. One each turn, cannot die of a critical wound, and a roll to remove acid and panic duration. Interesting. That's not bad, but the question is, how big is it? Cannot die of a critical wound, and roll to remove acid effects and reduce panic reduction. That is interesting, but I don't know what the size of the regen biofield is. Now, there's two ways we could approach that. One, we could take it and just see whether it's worth a shit or not, because we'd only be giving up Mindfray to try it out. The problem is, Mindfray is really good. Neural feedback, you know, I may take some neural feedback on a few of our troopers, but I don't think anybody who's going to be offensively psychic. On this one, you know what? Let's try a regen biofield. We'll have Sir Ernie. I mean, he was a savior. Let's give Sir Ernie a chance to try out the regen biofield. and just see how it works, whether or not it's worth it. Ernie can be our test subject on this one. We're going to use you, Ernie. I'm going to experiment on your shit, and I'm sorry if that makes me like Joseph Mengele. I can't help it. We got to know the answers to these questions. So our secret autopsy is complete. That's good. Dr. Valen finishing some research. What did we learn? Respirator implant is kind of trash. What else? Ooh, what are you? Oh, we definitely want this. Okay, so UFO countermeasures. We've got to start that immediately. Chameleon suit, make our scouts harder to hit on the battlefield. I don't like such nebulous descriptions of the actual bonus of an item. But that's okay. We do need to get Dr. Valen started on some new research here. Yeah, no, I'm not really interested in that. We don't have enough weapon fragments, I think, yeah, to do either. Well, we don't have enough commander corpses to do that. We don't have enough. Yeah, I'm not interested in alien biocybernetics much anyway. Illyrium has some tangible benefits. We could finish the Berserker autopsy really quickly, though. And we did capture a Berserker, too, so we could also follow that up with an interrogation. Yeah, let's go for the autopsy.
The men are calling this beast the Berserker.
Well, no, actually, I was calling it the Berserker, and they just started calling it the same thing, Dr. V.
For reasons yet unknown to us, the Berserker seems to be consumed by bloodlust with little regard for its own safety.
Well, it's because his love for you is like a truck, Dr. Valen. Berserker. And he would like some making fuck, also, Dr. Valen. Berserker. Which, now that I think about it, Berserker, might make him your perfect man, Dr. Valen. Berserker. I mean, he loves you. He wants to make the fuck. You are definitely all about the making fuck, Berserker. We may have stumbled across some truly star-crossed lovers here. Dr. Valen, the Berserker. Sure, they're from different galaxies and our genitals don't quite match up, but there is nothing more they love than to get together and make some fuck. Berserker. Geez, Dr. V. I guess we'll be seeing a ring on that finger anytime very soon. Well, congratulations, Dr. V. You can give him the V. He's going to like that. Actually, we'll probably have Dr. Valen legitimately give him the V by torturing him to death very, very soon. As soon as that autopsy finishes, we can interrogate the guy. Dr. V, Lady Juice is going to be flowing, I can tell you. This is real expensive. It doesn't take very many alloys, however, which is good. We have all the rest of this stuff. Man, the weapon fragments are killing me, though. We gotta do it. It's so good. It's expensive. It's gonna wipe us out in basically everything but Illyrium, and I still think it's totally worth it. Alright, so let's get this started. It does take 50 engineers, which fortunately we have.
We're certainly keeping the boys down in the foundry busy. I'll let them know you've got another project ready for
you do that, Dr. Shane. On the plus side, once they finish all the foundry projects, they're going to be just sitting on their hands for like another year and a half after that. So, sure, it's all front-loaded work. I mean, it's busy now, Dr. Shin, but it's really a front-loaded project. By the end of things, they're going to be sitting on their hands playing fucking solitaire,
Commander,
wishing that Windows 10 didn't also throw ads on it.
Abductions in progress are marked on the hologlobe.
Oh, we're going to Sapporo, Japan? Man, we can actually grab a Sapporo and maybe drink it with Jet Jaguar and Prince of Space. That'll be fun. Alright, so we've got a light abduction mission here in Japan. Fairly confident we'll be good. Thank God it is not the fucking Fountain Plaza. Urban large structure. A single building that will require entry. I don't care where it's at. I don't care what map it is. I don't care where we start. As long as it's not the friggin' Fountain Plaza, I really don't give a single shit. Alright, so what do we want to take here? I'm leaning towards not taking a sniper because it is a single building, and those tend to be not especially sniper friendly. Then again, I'm also leaning towards taking a sniper just because I like snipers, and most of our officers are also snipers. But we do have Edgar Autiche Allan Poe here, who could officer up on this one. Mary Prometheus, you know what? I say we actually do both. We take a sniper and not a sniper officer. We're gonna have Mary Prometheus Shelley in on this one. Let's give her some Kestrel armor. Laser sniper rifle. The only reason I'm taking Mary Shelley, she needs 68 EXP here to level, which the only way that she fails to level off of this then is she gets killed. Also, my fucking button. I'm telling you. Every damn time, the button. I think Bradford at this point is fucking stealing the button just to troll me. I think Bradford may be in on this shit. He thinks it's funny, so he's just like, I got this button again. That's what happens when you call me a drunk fucking jerk. I'll take your button and hide it. You're an asshole, fucking Bradford, you piece of shit. I'm gonna go Phalanx armor. I was actually debating giving him Carapace armor for a second there, because old EA here isn't exactly the speediest man ever. But I think he'll be alright. Scope and a laser sight, that's got Poe sorted. Gunners, yeah, I think Jane Sporty Austin Do we really want to take Sporty Spice out on a light level mission? The answer to that is no. This is an abduction mission with light resistance. Let's take someone who is a little less critical to something important. For the same reason, I'm actually not going to take Shock Attack Zulu either. Could take the Baker. We should actually definitely take the Baker. She does have the mad psionic skills. Yeah, I'm liking that. So Phalanx Armor then. For Marie Antoinette, we're going to load her up with yeast. And no, that was not a yeast infection joke. I just was making it. I have yeast to make bread rise. Come on now, don't take it to the dirty place. We're going to have the little Baker get sorted out. She's locked, loaded, ready to roll. Do we want to go double gunner and take a mobility gunner? Maybe. Do we have someone who... No, because we already have an infantry trooper. We're probably good. Let's take a good solid scout. Simone de Beauvoir, I'm thinking, is going to get the call on this one. Mitch Pancakes Hedberg could level. It's so overcommitting that Mitch Pancakes Hedberg for an abduction mission, though. Similarly for Thomas Avarice Edison. I mean, these guys are not ranking up, but honestly, we have some lower level guys that can get the job done on these maps. Erwin Rommel would almost guaranteed level. Atlas Harold King, actually. Solid. He would probably... Yeah, you know what? Let's take Atlas King. Alright, Harold. This one's all on you, pal. It's time to use your Croatian abilities to the utmost maximum. Carapace Armor, Gauss Rifle, Battle Scanner, Ceramic Plating. Looks solid. We can actually finally pick up the Battle Scanner ability for Atlas King at the end of this mission. That will be solid. I do want a medic on the team. Joseph the Cleaner Lister. Unlikely to level. Mary Typhoid Malin, and we're going to take Mary Malin. She can't fail to level here as long as she lives. So for Mary Malin then, Gauss Rifle, Motion Tracker for Mary Malin. Let's get her taken care of. We got 3 slots left. We don't have an engineer. We should definitely take an engineer. I'm thinking maybe Timoe Gozin. Is Timoe Gozin available? Oh, Louis Anthrax Pasteur is available, and he just got out of the tube. We should totally take Louis Pasteur then. So let's grab Lewis. Lewis, little Phalanx Armor for you. Is our Gauss Carbine? Oh, it's in the shop because Gertrude Stein got it all shot up. Yeah, all right, just a laser rifle then for Lou. Sorry, Lou, you're gonna have to go with the little suboptimal weaponry there. You got a problem with that? Go take it up with Dick Butkus down in the. I mean, Gertrude Stein down in the old med bay there. Gonna be a difficult conversation to have because she's got a fucking breathing tube in her throat right now. She can't really talk. She got most of her face shot off. Granted, it wasn't that great looking to start with, but still, things are gonna be. I mean, Gertrude's having a tough week. We haven't had Steve Irwin out in a while. Oh, no, we have. Steve Irwin is tired. Okay, then. You know what? Let's take St. Joan here. Give her yet another chance to martyr herself for the faith. In fact, the reason I'm taking St. Joan here actually has nothing to do with her martyrdom, although she does have a strong propensity for martyring herself. But the reason we're taking her on this one is just because Jesus isn't involved in this mission, and it seems like she does considerably better on missions where her Lord and Savior Jesus is not alongside, and she doesn't have to try to prove her loyalty by doing ridiculously dangerous and stupid things. Eleanor the Wolverine Roosevelt's going to be riding. She's going to be riding drag on this herd of doggies. I think we'll give Eleanor... You know what? There's no reason to not go for captures here. Arc throwers are fine. That's got us locked, loaded, sorted, ready, and able to kill. Let's do this. Off to Sapporo, Japan, for some fine, fine beer and to sing songs about Jaguar. Jaguar, a civilian target in the United States. Panic level has got to be getting pretty high.
Prepare for deployment, Strike One.
We really need to get a satellite over the United States pretty much immediately. Haven't really had a chance to do that, though.
We'll be heading into Japan
Operation
for the next
Lazy
mission.
Savior.
We're still seeing dozens of reported abduction attempts coming in from cities around the world.
Yeah, dozens,
You'll be
Bradford.
deploying at
Dozens.
the site of the latest
or
report.
Perhaps literally one, as opposed to dozens. Just a single one. Operation Lazy Savior. I mean, Jesus isn't on the mission. It's not really polite to call Jesus lazy. I mean, that's a little discourteous. I think Bradford may have some Jesus issues. He may have some, like, lingering
Central, Big Sky,
lingering
position on
problems
approach
with
of the abduction site. Strike One is awaiting drop
little
clearance.
Jesus
Copy
there.
that, Big
Alright,
Sky.
so we've got a
Strike One
pretty
is cleared to
reasonable... I
engage
like this
hostile
starting
targets.
spot.
Watch your backs out.
First, is going to go to Mary Shelley. We're just going to bring her up here and put her in a firing position. Now, arguably, we could have also grappled her up here just to take a look. But I think we'll motion track her before we do anything else really kind of foolhardy. So, Typhoid Mary, why don't you kick that on? No targets in the immediate vicinity, that's fine. Let's take old Typhoid forward. Alright, so we've got guys over here on our right. That means Typhoid is in kind of a terrible spot. They're going to be, like, right in this vicinity. We could set up to try and take them next turn. I don't think she'll have a shot from up here. I would love to get Marie Antoinette in a position where she would be able to shoot, and we can probably still do that, actually. It's just going to be from somewhat substandard cover. We bring Marie Antoinette around over here. Have her take up position. We won't be using, taking advantage of her Mind Fray ability. I don't want to go around this corner, so we're going to actively avoid that. We'll have Joan of Arc here. We'll watch for St. Joan. So we're going to take a turn that's just entirely all set up.
Roger, Dodger.
A little bit of a dash there for Altiche. Harold. Jerry. Sorry, Harold got lost there for a moment. He couldn't find his good friend Jerry, aka Ray Dennis Steckler. He had a moment of existential crisis, but that's okay. Madison was there with a can of pomade, smooth his hair down, and let him know that everything was going to be okay. Louis Pasteur headed forward, going to overwatch with Big Lou. Alright, so we got a pot of Seekers. We didn't even have to pop them. They're just coming right for us. They're coming right for us. Yeah, we're going to get, well, some of these guys are coming. Alright, so we started that off quite nicely. A lot of these guys are already kind of half in the bag. You don't really need to freak out, pal. It's nothing to worry about here. You've got this taken care of. We can't Mind Fray any of these units anyway, because they're all robots, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's bring St. Joan over here and have her shoot this drone in the back a couple times. That'll be shot 1. There you go. So St. Joan really going for the Harold Pinter pause right there and taking her time with that one. We'll just have her reload. She is down 2 bullets after that opening salvo. Mary Mallon. Wouldn't mind having you kick on another motion tracker for us. Would love to have Marie Antoinette move. You know what? This guy's gonna be so easy to kill. We don't really need to commit anything at all. So let's have Eleanor Roosevelt, I don't know, just move to here. She should be able to shoot this guy in the back and then just reload. Yep, that's exactly what we're gonna do then. There you go. So with our hit and run action, we'll just have her reload. And I think we'll just try and set up for next turn. Alright, so we're gonna bring the Mother of Monsters forward. We're gonna have her fire the old grappling hook up here and make a Promethean dash. There we go. Revealed no monsters, that's fine. So if we didn't see anything with that, we're going to have Mary Mallon activate the motion tracker just out of an abundance of caution. But I don't expect this move to reveal any potential pods. Yeah, in fact, we have absolutely nothing. So let's bring her up here. A little further forward. Still nothing. Very interesting. All right, so Atlas King. Get up there, Harold. Big Lou. What to do with Big Lou? I think we'll bring Big Lou up there. That should likewise be a safe move. The Baker, ready to whip up a burst of delicious death for our enemies. We'll take a turn to get her back into a little better position. Edgar, buddy, I think we'll just bring you over here behind this stack of crates covered in a tarp. Drop you in on Overwatch. Alright, so here we go. Muton, Floater, and what appears to be a Garden Variety Seeker. It is worthwhile to note there is one unit back there in the back who is on Overwatch. Edgar Allan Poe taking a shot, coming up with a whiff there. A little unfortunate. That Muton has quite a bit of health. So Marie Antoinette has no shots. That's unfortunate. Mary Mallon does have a shot, but it is a terrible shot. Edgar has 2 shots. Actually, one of which is... it's entirely worth taking. This could get a kill. Or it could wildly miss. I mean, that's the other potential opportunity. Edgar Allan Poe here. Well, you know what? 1 for 1, or 1 for 2 rather, but he did still come up with the kill, and honestly, that's probably good enough. Man, I would love to drill that floater right in his stupid, ugly dome. I really would. Still, Atlas King, go pull out this Overwatch for me. Or you could also not pull out the Overwatch. That would be the other thing. That you could do. That would be dramatically less useful, of course, but, you know... Thanks for doing your job, my scoutish friend. I really appreciate it. We're just going to drop a grenade here. There's actually a strong case to be made for mind fraying rather than throwing a grenade here and trying to catch that. with a mind fray. If we can mind fray that Muton, I absolutely will do it. If there's a situation where we can make that happen, I think it is definitively the right, move. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, though. 83% for Atlas King is good enough. Yeah, Atlas King dropping our little floater friend. So, since we can't get the mind fray down, I think we take the disabling shot here on our Muton Elite friend. That's a remarkable shot. That's just proof of how efficient a killer the Mother of Monsters is. She can fire her weapon sideways at the enemy. I mean, she's gone full-on gangster meta. She's holding the gun sideways, and she can still get the hit. And she's not holding it sideways as in, you know, just tipped, like at a right angle to the vertical. She's got hers tipped at a right angle to the horizontal. I mean, it's actually at a right angle to the target. That's some wanted next-level bullet-bending thug bullshit right there. It's really pretty remarkable shooting. Oh, the Wolverine does not have quite as much maneuver as we would like. A little bit quicker, Eleanor. A little lighter on your feet. She's in half cover, and I don't like that. But that guy can't shoot because we disabled his weapon. He did reload. We got some floater fire here. All things considered, that's surmountable. That's a surmountable level of damage. 82 still. Can't miss on the floater. It's a guaranteed kill. We'll come back to that depending on which, well, depending on who needs it worse. So we'll apply that damage where the damage is needed. Marie Antoinette does have a shot. It is not a fantastic shot, however. She does have Mind Fray available. Let's hold off on that. We may need it. I'm going to try and set up a capture on this Muton if we can. If we can engineer it, we should absolutely engineer it. So we're going to bring St. Joan forward. We're going to have her take a pretty good shot here at this floater. Pretty good miss is what that turned out to be. Yeah, it was not a good shot. You're exactly right. Atlas King, what do you got? Well, take this 49%. We weren't really worried about the hit. We were more concerned about the hollow targeting than anything else, honestly. Marie Antoinette could Mind Fray for us if we need it, and it's kind of getting to the point where I think we might need it. Oh, what can you do? 91% on the floaters. Pretty damn solid. So, of course, you missed, because if there's anything... If I've learned one thing about this game, it's that my troopers specifically hate high percentage shots. I mean, they fucking despise them. They hate them more than Jennifer Aniston hates Angelina Jolie. They really, really do not like high percentage shots. If it's not a 100%, they may as well not even take it. If it's above 75 but below 100, you can forget about it. They want no part of that shit. No part of it at all. So the Mother of Monsters can take a little poke here. Start up some damage on this Muton for us, that's fine. Louis? Louis could grenade for us, and there's no guarantee that Mind Fray's gonna hit. Which is a bit of an issue. Alright, well, Marie Antoinette can't see the enemy, and she can't move and fire both. So let's have her advance and go for the Mind Fray. She also has a considerably better shot at it. 62%, Mind Fray failed. That's no good. That's no good. We could suppress. Honestly, I think suppression is probably the right move here. Let's go for the suppression. Try and keep this guy down. It is only a laser rifle that's suppressing him, but it should apply enough of a penalty to keep us in okay shape. If he decides to move, we can also probably take a shot here with little Mary Mallon. Typhoid Mary has a very, very bad shot. So you know what? I think it's all full-on defense time here. We're gonna go for the smoke. Between the suppression and the smoke grenade, our little Muton friend here should have a very, very difficult time hitting anyone, and he should not be inclined to move. Hey, he's just gonna shoot at Lou. That's fine. Big lift. So it turns out the smoke was the right choice. A little bit of smoke on the Muton. What the fuck was that? Mary Shelley, what? Seriously, what in the hell was that shit? I mean, what was that? I mean, it was ugly. That's what it was. It was ugly. I'm actually going to take a suppressor fire here for the hollow targeting. We can get in range of a capture, but in order to do that, we've actually got to injure this guy quite a bit more, and we don't have a whole abundance of bullets, really. We will have 2 capture attempts, but we got to get this guy Goldilocks level injured, and I think that may be a Louis Pasteur job here. This should do about the right amount of damage. Bonsoir! That did not do anywhere close to the right amount of damage. That didn't even get, yeah, it's nowhere near the target in the damage area. We needed vastly more damage. I'm a little concerned that Atlas King might kill this guy. I'm also concerned he might miss. He, in fact, did neither. Mary Mallon does have a pistol. That's a dash move, huh? What's this? Is this not a dash move? Don't spawn a pod. Okay, good. Actually, in fact, before we do this... Okay, this guy is probably the last enemy unit on the map. Alright, pistol time. I don't think even if this criticals, it'll kill it. So, of course... Thanks for making me look like an asshole, Mary Mallon. I appreciate it. Also, thanks for fucking up the capture. Brilliantly done. Brilliantly done. Why is it they never critical when I need them to critical, but when I don't need them to critical, it guarantees a critical? I think it's because the gods hate me and look forward to spitting in my mouth. Yeah, I'm just gonna open wide. Go ahead and, no, eat that Snickers first, then spit in my mouth. I really want you to
like
Snickers snack
sure
me.
to boost everyone's
I mean, because then I'm still getting
Well
spit in my
done,
mouth, but at
Commander.
least also I'm getting some small chunks of Snickers, so there's a little bit of a chocolate and nougat and caramel and peanut reward to come along with your saliva. Promotions, though, which are nice. So, Mary Shelley picking up a little bit of gunny action. Tactical sense is interesting. Bring 'em on is actually also interesting. Now, lock and load for a non-mobility sniper, there are drawbacks. For instance, we don't have snapshot, so we still can't lock and load and then shoot. But we may eventually switch to more of a marksman rifle build with our snipers, and in that case, lock and load is still useful. It also does give an additional bullet. I mean, it still has one extra shot before a reload is required, and for the Gauss sniper rifle, that's unbelievably important. So we're still gonna take this. It also really helps for the plasma sniper rifle as well. Alright, Tech Sergeant, well, that's gonna be dense smoke then for Mary Mallon. That's a no-brainer. And Edgar Autish Allen Poe here has also leveled. Probably gonna be lock and load for Poe. Sharpshooter is interesting. Tactical sense is also intriguing. It's got to be lock and load, though. Edgar Allen is our offense build guy. He's a dedicated shoot at the enemy sort of fellow, and we want to make sure he can do that as often as possible, so it's lock and load for Edgar. Promotions taken care of. Floater corpses, mutons, drone wrecks. Nobody injured, of course. We did have a medic on scene to make sure that good old Louis Pasteur came back uninjured. We got one meld. Fantastic. 80 credits, panic reduced in Japan, which is fine. None of our equipment is damaged, which is also fine, because Louis did get shot, so it's good that he did not take additional damage. Yep. I like it when my equipment comes back in peace. We do need to take a look at the situation room very quickly. Yeah, we got to get a bird over the United States. Now, we do have interceptors in the United States. How long until our satellite comes online? 3 days for a satellite nexus. And then 5 days after that, we have a pair of satellites coming in. So we're probably okay in the United States. We'll launch one over the US and then I think over Mexico, and then we'll probably go raid that Mexican base. But that base raid, I don't want to play past an opponent. That's what the masters of Sunday football would tell us. I mean, would Bill Belichick look past an opponent when he's scheduled to play the Jacksonville Jaguars? Would he look past them to the Colts? I think not. Because the Jaguars are a threat in every division. They're not at all the worst team in the last 25 years. There's no way Bill Belichick would make a mistake like looking past the Jaguars. And if Bill Belichick wouldn't do it, I'm not going to do it either. Because that guy is a cheating scumbag, and, if he wouldn't do it, it's got to be pretty goddamn reprehensible, because there isn't a whole lot Bill Belichick wouldn't do. And if he wouldn't do it, I just don't want to do it, because it's probably the biggest dick move of all time. And in another dick move, I'm going to wrap things up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support really does help a lot. And if you'd like to see more XCOM, consider subscribing as well. I post new episodes every single day. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.